What's up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I know a lot of you have been questioning what's going on with the twin ZL1s. Well, basically, here's one of the ZL1s. The other ZL1, the convertible, actually got finished up and left to go back to his garage, so I had some room in my shop because obviously, as you guys can tell, my shop is extremely packed right now. The mods done to that car were cam, ported heads, ported blower, 2.31 pulley, thermal reduction plates. He already had a Snow Stage 3 methanol kit on that car, which we're keeping on the car to use. No E85 on that convertible by what you guys know. What else do we do to that thing? Long tube headers. They were TSP headers actually with off-road connection pipes, stock catback, and he already had a quarter intake when he showed up here at the shop. So he took his car home. I put a good little bass tune on the car for him. That way he could drive it home, drive it around, you know, his town. And he doesn't live very far away from me, so it's not a big deal. Plus it gave me a little bit of room in the garage until I can get him scheduled in for a dyno tune and we can see what kind of power that thing puts down. I hope I'm not missing anything on that vehicle, but I think that's about it. So what we're basically going to do is we're going to have a twin ZL1 update, but the only difference is we have this ZL1 here, which is the one that's left, and we also have this ZL1. As you guys can see, we have now the third ZL1 in this, well, it's not really a third ZL1 in this shop, it's like the 6th or 7th ZL1 in this shop, but the third one that's the same exact color in a row. You know, when I first seen this, I think they call it Aston Gray Metallic. When I first seen that color, I was like, oh wow, this is such a rare, cool color. And this is the third one that we have here. I'm starting to not like this color anymore, guys. It was a cool color at first, but man, I didn't know there were so many of them out here. So what we're going to do with this video, with this triplet, I guess, ZL1, I guess you could still call it a twin ZL1 because we literally have the twin cars here. It's just a new one that we're going to be working on, and I'll explain what we're doing to that. But like I said, you know what's been done to the convertible. We'll have horsepower numbers up for that eventually. We're probably going to be taking a few cars to the dyno, including not only this ZL1 here and that ZL1 there, but we're also going to be taking the 2016 as well to the dyno eventually. Do not worry about the Raptor in the back right there. That's getting a whole bunch of secret mods that you guys are going to love when I post a video of that one. First and foremost, we are going to talk about this ZL1 right here. This is the 2015 ZL1 that came from New York and is still here. We actually just got all the suspension parts for it. And it is a lot of suspension parts. Sway bars and end links and freaking more boxes and more boxes and more boxes and more boxes. All right, guys, here's a little demonstration of what we did to this vehicle right here. We have the 100mm idler pulley. The we'll move this out of the way here so you can see that. The 2.31 upper pulley only, stock lower. Ported supercharger setup, ported heads, thermal reduction plates, which you guys really can't see, but they're there. Catch can from Elite Engineering, very good company. Love these guys. We have the Rotofab, as you guys can see, intake, colder intake setup. We also have, that we installed on this vehicle, was the aftermarket Rotofab reservoir, which is very nice. I highly, highly, highly recommend these. I'm going to start including them into my builds for customers that bring me ZL1s that, you know, want to go that route. We also have remote reservoir for the windshield washer fluid, and I'm going to explain why we have that right now. This individual here decided he wanted to go with the big gulp option on his ZL1 for the Rotofab intake. I'll be honest with you, this is the first time I ever installed one of these, and this is an extremely awesome little feature. So we have this little bar here that goes back and forth, okay? If you guys ever seen that before. That bar, when over on this side like that, actually directs air to the brake caliper, just like the OEM style vent that's in these ZL1s. When you push this bar over this way, it actually opens up a vent on this side, which then directs air up into the intake. Freaking awesome, guys. The other thing we did to this, obviously, which we do to all of our ZL1s here at DFR, is we put a nice AFCO heat exchanger in it, if you can see that in there, with the dual fans. Very, very nice unit. Freaking keeps everything nice and cool and happy. And we highly recommend these AFCO heat exchanger for these ZL1s. Keeping the supercharger cooling cooler, that's funny, keeping the supercharger cooling cooler, haha, is a really important thing on these ZL1s. These AFCO heat exchangers are very, very nice to have. And when building one of these ZL1s, you definitely want to upgrade and get one of these guys and get the thinner version that's in here stock-wise out. These hold a lot more capacity of fluid. It keeps the supercharger cooler, which then obviously helps in horsepower, guys. I'm sure you guys are interested in what this thing sounds like, so I'm going to give you a little teaser of what this thing sounds like. But what is also happening to this vehicle, and this individual really likes to add parts to this car while it's here, that's why it's been here so long, is we're not keeping the stock catback on this car anymore. The original plan was to keep the stock catback on this car, but we're not going to be. We're actually going to be upgrading to a catted Cook's full exhaust setup on this vehicle, and it's going to sound obviously a whole lot different when it's all done. But for the most part, I'll start this car up and I'll show you, or I'll let you guys listen to what this ZL1 sounds like with the current setup that it has and what I've explained that it has. Now, I will give you a teaser. This vehicle does not sound the same as the convertible ZL1 that came in here. The convertible ZL1, like I was saying earlier in the video, has TSP headers, Texas Speed and Performance headers, with I would say fake hollowed out catted connection pipes. So basically what I mean is they're not just a regular pipe. They look like cats, but there's no cats in them, basically. That's what that individual got. And this individual got the Cook's long tube headers with the straight no cat connection pipes, which is obviously going to be changed out for the catted Cook's exhaust system that we're going to be now getting for him, and I'll have a sound clip of that as well later on in another video. Alright guys, there's that ZL1, and that's pretty much what that thing's going to sound like. I figure since obviously the convertible ZL1's not here anymore, that pretty much sounds the same, but like I was explaining, it does sound different because of the exhaust, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get any video of that before it left. So let me explain what's going on with this particular vehicle here. So what we're doing to this guy here is pretty much we're going to be doing a cam. Let me pop the hood here for you. This individual came from, I think, Washington, D.C., Virginia area. And basically, he already has a nice colder intake on here. So we're going to be leaving that guy alone. But basically what we got is we got Cook's long tube headers for this vehicle. Off-road connection pipes. I'm sorry, we have off-road connection pipes for this vehicle. We are not doing a ported blower. We are not doing ported heads. We are literally just going to do the 2.31 pulley, heat reduction plates, 100mm idler, AFCO heat exchanger, which he does not have one at this time, with the fans, and a full dyno tune along with all those parts. So this particular vehicle I'm very excited about. And the reason I'm excited about this particular vehicle is because he's literally getting the bolt-on stuff, the stuff that any average person out there that has a little bit of money with a ZL1 can do. So he's actually going to get my shop cam, which is not the same cam that Nick has in his car. It's actually the bigger cam that's going to be going into this vehicle. Along with, like I was explaining, the thermal reduction plates, the 2.31 pulley, and he's also getting 1000cc injectors in preparation for more work in the future. But I'm going to show you guys something that really makes me happy about this car, and is just gonna, you know, put a nice stronghold on how fast this car is going to be with my cam setup. Oh my God, what do we have here? Wow, is that an automatic? That's right, guys. We have our second of all-time automatic transmission ZL1 in the shop since Nick's. So this makes me wonder a little bit. Is this car going to be faster than Nick's car? Is it going to make more horsepower than Nick's car? Is it going to be better than Nick's car? Sorry, Nick. But yeah, guys. This car here, as awesome as it is an actual automatic ZL1 Camaro. It is literally the second automatic ZL1 Camaro that I've had in the shop since I've been working on these ZL1 Camaros, and since I've worked on, you know, Nick's ZL1 Camaro. It's going to be interesting to see what my actual shop cam does, horsepower and track time wise, to this vehicle. This individual is planning on getting drag radials for the vehicle. He is planning on taking it to the drag strip as well, I'm thinking. And we're going to see what this thing can actually really put down. So that's going to be really cool to see what kind of track times this guy does with this particular ZL1. Obviously, we'll keep you guys updated on both this ZL1 and that ZL1 in the shop as well. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done to this particular ZL1 here. We have to put a full suspension kit on this car, which came from Detroit Speed. We're also still need to do the entire fuel system for this vehicle, and we still need to put all the methanol injection stuff into this vehicle. Oh, I forgot to mention that to you guys. This vehicle is actually going to be running a 100% full methanol kit and 100% E85 on a stock short block. So that's going to be pretty interesting. This car here is going to put some very serious numbers down. So keep an eye on my videos, you know, keep updated and everything. I will be posting more and more about this vehicle particularly, and obviously about the convertible that we had in the shop as well. And that way you guys know what's going on with that car as well. That was just a meth car, no E85 on the convertible. And obviously we'll keep you informed on this ZL1 as well. Like usual, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm still taking questions on my Instagram. Go check it out, Diablo Formula Racing. I'll be making a separate video just all by itself of just the Q&A. Ask me whatever you'd like to ask me, and I'll do my best to answer it. Other than that, Facebook is Diablo Formula Racing. Like I said, Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Please hit that subscribe button. Let me know that you love me. And other than that, guys, deuces.